So today we're going to be installing spark plugs on the Supra. I just hit 30,000 miles, so that's when BMW or Toyota recommends you do spark plugs on the GR Supra. I got the kit from Burger Motorsports. It's a pretty cool kit. You get your NGK spark plugs here, and the coolest part, the reason I bought this kit, is because it comes with the proper socket size you need and your gapping tool thing and another gapping tool. I don't know what it's called, but you basically like screw the spark plug in here and you put the amount of gap you need with this, and you screw this in, and it gets the spark plugs to the proper gap thing. Okay, so here are the tools you're going to need. You're going to want a wrench with an E8 socket, 14mm spark plug socket, a flathead. This is just for like all the annoying little clips and stuff. You're going to want tape and a pen. This will help you label the plugs and make sure they go back into the same cylinder. Your feeler gauge tool, obviously your spark plugs. You don't need this, but this is a gap tool. And a magnet. This is just in case, you don't really need this, but this is just in case you can't get the spark plug out. You can use the magnet to put in there and like take the spark plug out. But yeah, that's all the tools you're gonna need. It's really simple, so let's move on with the install. So now we're gonna go ahead and just take these coil packs out. To do that, we're gonna unclip each of these clips here. There's one on each coil pack, and also break loose these E8 bolts here. And again, also one on each coil pack. Once we get further down the line here, we're gonna wanna undo these O2 sensors and this clip right here. Undo the clip like that. So now we're gonna undo these two O2 sensor clips here. They're a little tricky, but here's how you do them. So you unclip the top ones first, right here. This one. You're gonna wanna press down on the gray and kind of pull these back. And out. And this one. Press down on the gray tab here and pull it out. So now for these two portions of the O2 sensor, after we have these unplugged, we can go underneath and press a tab here and push forward and it comes out. Push it over and these two come out. And now we have our O2 sensors unplugged. Next we're going to go to this coil pack plug right there and put that down and clip it. Take that out. And for this coil pack, the fifth one here. There we go, and out. Next, we're gonna unclip this one here. There's another gray clip right there. So, get your flathead, press down, unclip it like that, and then wiggle it out. There we go. One's unplugged. Now we can get the sixth plug right behind here. Alright, so now that we have all the coils unplugged, we're going to go through with our E8 socket and just undo all these bolts. Once you've done that, you'll be able to pull the coil pack out. So what I'm going to do right now is get a piece of tape and just put it over each of the coil packs. And before we take them out, label them. So this will be number 1. And then number 2, number 3, number 4, so on and so forth. Bolted the E8 bolt that holds them in. And you should be able to just pull them right out. There we go. A little bit harder than expected, but number 1's out. Okay, so we have plug number 6 out. That's the last of the plugs. Now we're going to take our 14mm socket and go in to take out all the spark plugs that are in the engine. Once we have all the OEM spark plugs out, we're going to take the NGK ones, gap them, and put them back in. Yeah, first spark plug is out. Okay, so, oh, well, that's close. Okay, so we have the first spark plug out. We didn't end up needing a magnet because the 14mm spark plug socket just takes the spark plug out with it. It doesn't look too bad, but we should definitely still be changing them. Now I'm just gonna go ahead, do the rest 5 that are left, and gap the new ones. So I'm gonna show you guys how to use the gap tool right now. Okay, good. So we have our spark plug, we have the gap tool, and we have the feeler gauge. Depending on if you're tuned or not tuned or OEM, you're gonna want to gap to the appropriate gap setting. I believe OEM is 0.03. If you're tuned, I think Burger Motorsports recommends 0.022. So yeah, we're just gonna get the gapping tool, double check it, see where we're at. So I'm gonna want it a little bit tighter. So to make it tighter, I just screw the spark plug in here. I'm going to just screw in this portion here, just to make, just to bend the tip in a little bit, just a little bit. And then we'll double check the gap again, and yeah, we're good. Now we're gonna go ahead, take this back out. Now that we're all set here, we're gonna put it back in the car. So almost forgot, once the spark plug is in, you're gonna need a torque wrench. I have this set to 17 pounds. So we're gonna just wanna go in, double check the torque, and we're good. Yeah, make sure to torque all these spark plugs to 17 pounds. Okay, awesome. Now all the plugs are, new spark plugs in. We're just gonna put the coil packs back on and put everything back together. We've got all our coil packs plugged in, all our E8 bolts bolted down, O2 sensors back together, the sensor back in, and yeah, pretty much done with the spark plug install now. That was really easy. Thank God everything's on one side. It makes everything super easy. But that's gonna complete it for this how-to video. It's really simple, really straightforward. If you guys found this video helpful, let me know in the comments below, and thanks for watching.